Frosty was asking for it. Just gonna say.
Live from the 6th floor basement of the Guys Games and Beer Tower. It's the official snowman hating podcast. Guys, Games, and Beer!
Yeah!
Was that camera lower last week?
Yeah.
No.
It keeps
Sure
creeping,
was.
I think it worked out better.
keeps creeping towards you.
Well, it was kind of jumpy. We had problems with it last week. It's not like...
It's just floating for you, though. It creates
Yeah,
sound.
It floated away is what it did. It just floated all the hell away. And, yeah.
Like, they keep us in the sub basement with the water issues. So
I
the
know,
whole
right?
room kind of
Well, if you,
full
like,
around, right?
right, we built it with like, like a computer server room.
Yeah.
So that, we can let the water go underneath.
Place to throw the bodies down and then just flow out.
It's something.
Exactly.
All right. So we probably should start beer court.
Oh, yeah.
Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Set it go.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Beer court. Hey, so tonight we've got something from our friends at Pick Up and Go Games. They found this for us. It's by a company called Burr Oak Brewing Company. We have Clyde's Caramel Cream Ale. It's a tip of the hat to hard-working mousers everywhere, like our favorite rescue cat, Clyde. This cream ale has a luxurious mouthfeel and smooth creamy. Clyde's mild sweetness comes from special malts delivering a caramel goodness. Now, I gotta say, there
It's
are...
a German
And
malt.
mouse
German hop.
And mouse poop?
Well, he's a mouser, right?
He is a mouser. Well, that's so they don't get mouse poop in it. And you know something? Cats and breweries are a good combination. Because of all the grains and everything else they have, a lot of breweries use cats for doing natural rodent control.
This is their
There's
cat.
oats in this, too.
No, they
We
say
use
it's a
cats.
rescue cat. I'll bet you
Yeah.
it's one of. I bet you the brewery has
Comes
cats.
around the
The artwork on the clock. I'm gonna bring the artwork up here because the artwork is kind of. Actually, you bring the artwork up there because we gotta show you something else cool. But the artwork on the can's kind of cool, actually. I gotta say it's not bad because there is nothing cooler than a cat wearing a monocle and a top hat. So it is definitely a cool cat. Now it's kind of cool because we kind of noticed the can had like a barrel look to it, and so Ryan decided, hey, I'm gonna see what happens when you peel off the label. And you know what happens when you peel off the label? You got this really cool barrel-looking can underneath the label.
So then we went out to their website, and
complete label.
sure enough, all their other brands use that same can, except for one that we noticed.
Right.
Use the same can, and then they just put a different sticker on it.
Yeah, they use a PBR can. And they
You
just
just sticker around it. So, but Burr Oak, I assume Burr Oak is what they oak barrel type blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
let's see what this stuff tastes like.
I have no idea what I'm
Should be
drinking.
creamy.
You know, now
Well,
that
you know, it's got a
working
good ale smell to it.
Got a caramel smell to it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, not overpowering.
out, it has an ass smell to it.
It's actually a lot of caramel.
It's a lot of caramel.
I
Holy,
taste the creamy caramel.
it is a creamy caramel beer.
Is as advertised.
Not
I gotta say that's pretty good. That's a very, considering I don't think they're using any adjuncts. I think they literally are just using grains to get that caramely taste.
Mhm.
I'm freaking impressed. It definitely is what it says it is.
Yeah, and it's not overpowering. Like you start getting the coffees and the chocolates and the sour. Not sours at all.
Yeah.
Those stouts is what I was
Right,
trying to
stouts.
say.
Yeah, heavy.
Stout. It's not heavy like.
No, it's an ale. It's definitely an ale.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta say I kind of like this.
Makes me burp.
It's 5.7.
How's it? What are you?
Yeah, 5.7. Okay,
Pretty
that's
good.
Any different flavor or the same?
No, this is a very steady. Ale. It's pretty much the same taste. Remember how last week we had a beer that it tasted completely different.
Yeah, when you poured it out.
Yeah, when you pour it
Well,
out,
we have
and
to, we have to pour it out.
the pre-taste, there's like a middle
Right.
and a pre and
Which was
an end.
weird because
Really weird.
it was good on the front and good on the back, but there was something in the middle of that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
that was just
this
weird.
doesn't have it.
No,
this is
no,
just
this
the
is
same.
it is. There's no hoppy bite at the end. There's no extra. It's like you said, start to finish. It's the same flavor. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, if it was nasty, it would be a problem, but no, it is not
Right,
nasty.
right.
That's
Yeah, if it was ass from beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty tasty beer. Again, it definitely is exactly what it,
gone.
it's. So it's a pretty tasty beer. No, it definitely is exactly what it says on there. It's a caramel cream ale. I'm kind of impressed though, because again, considering they're not using some kind of flavoring, it's got a really caramely flavor to it.
It's almost
This
candy.
PBR is not a PBR.
No, that is not a PBR.
We just label it different.
All right.
I kind of want to stick one of these labels on the wall.
Yeah. All right. So, what's the verdict on all of this?
Well, we got our standards.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go thumbs up on this one.
I think
Not
so
bad.
too. Thanks.
You know, and it's something I could drink and drink something different afterwards. And again, this always goes back down to it's not going to destroy your taste for something later in the evening. It's also, even if it's a 5.7, it doesn't taste very heavy.
Well, and you could drink a few of them.
Yeah, I'm betting you could.
I mean,
so.
there's a sweetness to it, but it's not so
Not overpowering.
Yeah.
No, it definitely, but you're right, it got a little sweetness to it. So, yeah. Judge Rob, pass verdict.
Charge number 1. Being a big pussy. Though you have a cat on your cover, you are not a big pussy. I find you innocent. Charge 1. Charge 2. Charge 2.
Charge 2, Rob.
Charge 2
He's gonna
Of
spill
stripping
all
in
over
public?
us.
indecent exposure of a
Ooh.
cat.
Keep going, come on, I want to see.
Dun, 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 You are guilty as sin.
Oh!
I sentence thee to thee.
Die.
I sentence thee to drinking.
Yeah!
Favorite part of sentencing.
Hell
Yeah.
yes. So what's gonna happen one day when we actually
Combine
here
those
we
thumbs
go.
and shove them up my ass.
Dumping down the drain.
I'm assuming the second half of this.
Yeah, I mean, so
Yep.
far there's only one beer that, I mean, we've gone over it a million times, but as a reminder,
Yes.
the emergency beer could have been sentenced to pouring out.
Yes.
I don't think we actually drank it. I think
No, we did.
All of that went down the drain.
Yeah, most of that
Well,
went down.
I finished mine.
Yeah,
but
I did not
that
finish
was
mine.
That was just a matter of pride.
Go right on the wall there.
That's perfect.
Very nice.
That actually looks really good there.
I like
All
that
right.
a bit.
So, Rob, what are we actually talking about tonight?
Today we are going to talk about an adventure. You see, we do these like world less traveled things, and today what we're going to talk about is a discovery we made, some game that we discovered that we're enjoying. You might hate it, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going with enjoy, but you know, it's a discovery. It didn't say you had to love it. In fact, Ryan found something he hated.
Not plugging it.
All right.
Yeah, but no, it's not the game he's talking about. But yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to jump in first. So, this game came out a couple years ago, and I did almost 3 years ago, and really, didn't get it. Whatever the case may be. Gauntlet, the new version. What do
It
you call
actually is called Gauntlet, but there's like a
There's an add-on to the name.
Like legendary.
Slayer Edition.
Yeah.
Slayer Edition.
but
So-
there's like a standard. I mean, it's the same.
But it is Gauntlet.
Yeah.
But it's a new version of Gauntlet, and like I said, it came out 3 years ago. I did not get it when it came out, and then probably 2-3 months ago, we were having a LAN party at Ryan's house, and they were playing it, and I jumped online and grabbed it right away. It really looked good, so I thought, I'll give it a try. You know something? It's a really good version of Gauntlet.
It's not bad, is it?
No, it plays extremely well. It kept enough of the feel of the old game. They updated the graphics. They added a few new features, weapons, things like that. But it really has the feel of the original game.
It's most fun when you play with multiple people, like Darlene and Joan and I. We all played it on one big screen because you can play it split screen.
Right.
That was fun as heck. We
Well,
enjoyed it.
that's see. Now I think you should play. I mean, it's gone. You should play it on not split screen. It should be
A big single screen.
one big single screen.
I think it is. I think it is
You're on the
actually
same
all one
screen
big
as-
screen.
It-
I
right,
think it is.
Because I don't think you
Oh.
can get off screen.
Right. When you play it on a single monitor, yes, you all play on one screen.
Well, it
But
makes sense.
you can also network the game and play. Everybody sees their version. Now you see everybody else in your party on that
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
But it's still, you can play it. You can play it all. You can all sit down at one system and play it on a single screen, or you can network together, and each of you will see the screen.
I remember seeing, and that was a huge difference in gaming at that time, which is why I think if you want to keep the heart of Gauntlet alive, it's that everybody's on the same screen at the same time fighting. And I remember watching a thing like a special on the making of Gauntlet or something like that, and they were talking about how they weren't really sure how, you know, if it was gonna work, because it's like, okay, how are we gonna get like 4 strangers to like just walk up to a machine and have like this common goal, you know, and work together and you know, just kind of like and enjoy it, you know.
Oh yeah, this was the original Gauntlet.
Yeah, that was the original idea, you know, and because it was kind of really out of the mainstream at the time. Most things were direct combat, or you were doing your own thing, or you know that kind of thing, and so this was really different. So going to a new version, I feel like the heart still needs to stay there.
Yeah.
But they kept the heart there. It really is. It's a very cooperative game. You know, it plays, again, graphically it's updated quite a bit, needless to say, but it is definitely, it's definitely the you know, collect the
Then we
treasures.
downgraded it to 2-bit graphics, and
Yeah, well, hey,
Damn, 2-bit
not like
game.
they haven't done that on more than a few things, so. No, it actually, it plays really well. It plays very much like the original game. Like I said, they've got some new features and some new things in it that improve the overall gameplay. Again, good party game, a lot of fun. Good couch co-op game. If you are, like you said, you know, you sit down and you all sit on the couch, play on one big screen. Perfect game for that. So it really kept the feel of it. And like I said, it's already been out for like 3 years, and then this again just shows you. The problem is I get so much crap in my library that I don't play as it is anyways, so I kind of am reluctant to add more crap to the library that I'm not playing.
well, and that's
Rob.
that's where the and that's where maybe and that's not how I ended up or what I'm going to talk about how it ended up approaching, but there is a degree that I could probably do this. Is, you know, shop in your own arsenal.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. Because it's one of those things like, oh yeah, I've bought in 300 games now. I should probably play one of them.
No, that's the goddamn. That's the problem. Is again, all of a sudden, you know, and for this show, I was going through my Steam library. And like, ooh, yeah, I haven't even played that one at all.
Not played.
Yeah, well, not that there's not a lot of garbage in there.
I was really excited. Like, for example, there's I think it's going to be a good version of Blood Bowl.
Oh yeah.
I've got that too.
And I
haven't
haven't
played it
I
yet.
started it.
But you know, it's one of those
Didn't
deals
play
like, you know, you look at it and you go, oh, okay, and that's just not going to be a drop-in, drop-out situation.
No,
I'm going to have to learn some crap and figure it out and pay attention to the tutorial. I mean, just looking at it, you're going, if I fire this up, I need to be in for an hour, 2 hours minimum. And I'm like, I'm just not ready for that. And then I play Galaga.
I understand that. I got a Gauntlet story.
All right.
And I went to
Share your
I went
Gauntlet
to
story.
Walden, which you know is kind of notoriously loose.
Moral-wise, yes, but continue.
Yeah. And you can check yourself out, you know, for school. So.
You meant rules related to the school.
Right. Yeah. That's a loose school too, but
Notoriously loose.
both the staff and students. But anyway.
Oh!
Up into the same room. Wait, no, this is not.
Look, 2 of those
This
things
is-
happened while I was there.
This is not that kind of story.
Yeah, Willie's still my hero. But anyway, yeah, I one day I checked myself out for lunch and I wasn't coming back, and I wrote going to go play Gauntlet with Vic, and Vic signed himself out, gonna go play Gauntlet with Rob, and that is literally what we did.
You wrote that down?
And no, we didn't.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't play Gauntlet for the afternoon.
Right, and then they said, we're fine with your honesty.
I don't know if they actually ever read them. That was kind of a test to see if they did.
And then not.
And I should not have been trusted. I was not ready for that.
It is funny, like in that situation. So people skipping school, you might, he's gonna go do drugs. He's gonna do. No, you went and played video games, right? We had these get-togethers with my old high school buddies, and when we first started doing them, we do these game nights and stuff like that, and the old high school group, and when the first time I hosted them, Denise came down and, wait, you guys are really just playing games? She full well expected, like,
you'd be drinking and driving.
Giant circle jerk.
A different kind of carouses. Like, no, we're just playing
Video
games
games.
here.
Anymore, just gonna play games. All right, who wants to go next?
Well, wait. Where did you run off to? That like when you hit the arcade, they're like,
We
should
didn't
you be
even-
in school or
Ooh,
something?
wait, was it a
No, we were playing on the
Castle or
Commodore
Missy
64.
Oh, okay.
Or-
Yeah, we
So
were
you're
too
going to the
far.
arcade, you're
Because
just
it was downtown, so we were pretty far from an arcade at that point. So we just went over
Yeah.
to Vic's house and we were playing on the Commodore 64.
Ah.
Like
Well,
bosses.
the arcade by my grade school had Gauntlet at one point.
That's nice. Yeah, we used to play.
Because I
I
was
mean, we
walk
played the
home
arcade a
from
lot
school
too.
and go to the laundromat, play Gauntlet. They like the multiplayer games. Because like,
Well, that
we
was
had
it.
Mario Brothers
Well-
at one point, and then Gauntlet.
Did Mission Control have it? I don't think they did. I think it was Aladdin's that had it.
Aladdin's had
Aladdin's had
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Gauntlet too.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember which one Mission Control was.
Mission Control was the one over by
Spring
Galaxy
Street.
Games on Spring. Yeah,
Right.
yeah that's a lot
I
of
didn't
fun.
get there very often.
So do you know
Well,
what?
I live by there,
Aladdin
so I was
Castle.
there all
Do you
the
know?
time.
Do you know where the pantry is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Mexican restaurant now.
Yeah.
No, it's
it's-
closed.
Well, it used to be
It's
a
a closed
Mexican
Mexican
restaurant.
I heard they closed like 2 weeks ago.
All right, the ice cream shop used to be.
Okay, wait a minute. Now we are getting way hyperlocal.
This is
All right.
hyperlocal.
All right, let's get back out of the hyperlocal. All right, who wants to go
It's
next?
funny though.
Yes, yes. Who wants to go next?
I can add mine.
All right, add yours.
So I saw a game a while ago and just forgot about it, and now I'm realizing it's kind of like almost 4 years old now. It's the Viscera cleanup detail, and I thought because it's about Christmas time, I played the Santa's Rampage. So I think that's my little.
Kind of hurt that you didn't hear about it from my station, the Christmas special. But
Yeah.
nobody did watch it. They're the worst
You haven't-
performing videos I ever did. Like in the last 2 years, they are the worst. I don't know why. I thought
So
they were pretty fun.
I must have saw some like online video about the game, and I'm like, okay, I kind of get what they're getting at, and it seemed kind of funny. And when I saw it pop up for a few bucks, I'm like, I'll add it, and just finally got around to playing it. And it looks like it'd be such a simple game, but it's such a pain in the
Oh,
butt.
you gotta
It's a
organize.
stupid bucket that you knock over, and you gotta you can only mop up things for like 4 seconds, or and then all of a sudden you're throwing blood everywhere again. And then you grab the bucket, and you drop it, and you spill it, and then you try to clean your mop, and then you knock over the bucket. Now you got more blood. And then I didn't know how to get the buckets gone because you got 4 or 5 buckets laying around. So it's it's very tedious.
Oh, there's a machine you throw the buckets in.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
I just
Well, that's
the
the
fire.
that's the which game is it?
So you're trying to clean
This is
up.
the cleanup crew, like the cleanup
Yeah,
crew
like
after a
Right.
crime scene.
Yeah.
cleanup
Yes.
You're trying to make
Yeah.
put everything back to normal as best as you
crew.
can.
Yeah.
So as far as I made it was cleaning little spots of blood and throwing away the dead elves.
That was
Fire.
great. Did you read any of the letters?
No, not fully.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
a
get to
bunch
the
of letters,
yet.
yeah.
Oh, really?
They scattered around about what was going on with Santa at the time.
Oh,
He was being
nice.
sued.
No.
And, he's being sued for damages.
Wait, was
and then
this his
bills are
own
coming in.
game? The Christmas version of that
It was
game?
just like
Yeah.
I mean,
when it was cleanup crew, right?
have-
Yeah, you were cleaning up after Santa went nuts and killed, everything.
Like after he went postal.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. That's
Probably
pretty much
because of one too many letters.
Yeah, so I think the idea of
Tied
all the
that
games
in.
is after you go through and wreak havoc in the whole world, somebody's got to go clean up all that stuff so the next person can play the game, right? I think that's the idea of it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What.
That would be
You,
funny.
you get a score based on your cleanup prowess, though.
Yeah.
And you punch out.
Like,
But it's
Punch out? Okay.
the video,
Like,
the video that I'm
that's
showing
far,
right
yeah.
now is actually
So
gameplay
if you're
video
talking
where
about
I
like a parallel game,
blow up
like-
at the end.
like okay, so
We better clean this up
so
before this
so
guy
like
makes it back
so like
here.
parallel games like Killing Floor, and like after Killing Floor has done all that damage, like cleanup crews
Right,
gotta
and
come
they-
in and like clean it all up before
Here's
the
all the
next
heads, here's all
Killing
the
Floor group
bodies.
comes
And they
in.
do it. They do it that way too, because it's one of them is oh shoot, what's there's a
Shadow
few names that
Warrior.
they do. Yeah,
Oh.
the Shadow Warrior. What I've got. Actually, right in the video right now,
Yes.
I'm like dumping stuff in. I'm getting my ass.
So I didn't get a chance to play the other things. I just did the
So you're
Spanking.
watching, so you know where the buckets
No,
go.
No. I'm reading about
No, I
the
did
game
something
so I don't
stupid.
forget
Kill myself
things.
here. Yep. I think I die right
Did you
here.
grab it or die? Cause
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
right. Sometimes you get the water bucket. Other parts you'll get a
Idiot.
body part. Now you gotta get rid of the body part. Other times you like you'll go to the thing that gives you the water bucket. And it'll be a stick of dynamite,
Right.
and you have to get rid of it. And if you put it in the wrong spot, it's gonna explode and make a big mess out of it.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
right place. That is definitely the right place. To
Yeah.
do it. There's no question in my mind that you should definitely throw it in the fire.
Which is exactly what you just
I mean,
did.
it means
You
I did
literally
do that.
just put the dynamite in the fire.
I end this on this video. I actually throw it in the fire.
You threw the dynamite in the fire.
Wait, I did that too. Did you?
And I die.
Yeah, I did
I
that
blew
too.
myself
I
the hell
thought,
up.
oh, you get rid of the dynamite.
By throwing it in the fire.
Yeah.
Do you have an
Okay,
extra
so you-
body to clean up when you come back in? Your own?
That would be awesome.
That would be good, actually.
So yeah,
I bet that's true.
Wow. That is,
Oh,
there's a
look.
lot wrong with that game.
So I'm trying to think of like how long it would actually take to like clean up. And then,
Forever.
like, save. You continuously save. I don't.
Well,
Darlene was doing
if
the
you
Shadow
believe,
Warrior one.
if you
and-
believe Mr. Wolf, it does not take very long. He may be on a clock, but 2 hours is plenty enough.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, so I've got some, you know, because you can make just as much of a mess the second you get started, even more of a mess.
Yeah,
than
because
you
you
started
leave your
at.
footprints all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Nuts,
Yeah, if you walk through the blood, you start footprinting everywhere. With
So you
blood.
want to get all the guts, right? You want to get everything cleaned up in the room, and then mop that room, and then go on to the next room.
Oh yeah, that's probably the best.
Yeah, you gotta really organize.
Don't mop first.
Well, you just totally accept
'Cause
that.
as soon as you-
totally accept that you're good at good footprints.
Yeah.
Get everything cleaned
Yeah.
up, then mop.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mopping is probably. See, I don't know the strategy.
Well, it's
So
kinda
that
like-
makes completely sense.
It's kind of like
get rid of the
okay,
big stuff.
always dust before you vacuum.
And then there's like stuff that's worth
Right?
money, and you want
Yes,
to keep
you
that.
can.
Push the stuff to the ground,
'Cause
then
it's
you
good.
vacuum. You know.
Right. I got pretty good experience with this cleaning up after Mafia hits. So
Now, I didn't get very far in the game, but I realized you can also do like joint play and play with somebody else online. And I did catch a couple people like, you know,
trying to. Yeah.
doing their own videos where they're playing with other people, and then like, you know, one guy's doing something.
You
and
definitely
knocks
wanna
over
do it
the
with somebody you know.
bucket.
You
Yeah.
definitely want to play with somebody.
Oh,
who
yeah,
knows. Yeah. You gotta
I'm
do
sure
that.
the other guy's gonna just mess with you.
I mean,
Oh,
at least we
bucket,
know we're
buckets.
idiots. Yeah. All right.
So
I don't know what's going on.
When did that game come out?
13, I think.
Okay, so that's
Pretty old.
Yeah, that's got a few years under its belt. All right, Larry, how about you?
Well, so I'm gonna really talk about more of a genre, but so interesting switch, right? So I was a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 guy all day long. Never even had Xbox, right? And then I fell in love with the Xbox 3
Wait.
or the Xbox 360.
Oh, okay.
Right? Fell in love with it. So completely ignored the PlayStation 3. Like, so
It's a good lineup.
more,
Larry. I like it.
more, basically, like for its entire run, I ignored it. Right? I was only into the Xbox 360.
When it came out, or like when they announced the Xbox One, or you pretty much had
I moved to the Xbox One.
you moved
yeah.
to there too.
Yeah, I just completely ignored, so
Which
PlayStation
he just
3.
watches videos on, for the most part.
Yeah.
Same.
what? Like, yeah.
Larry's watching Netflix.
Hey, it's
That's all you ever see, right? Larry's watching Netflix.
It's a home system. So I'm watching Netflix on it and watching. But anyways, that's beside the point. And I really only bought that one. I really only bought that system to play because it was the only system available at the time. The very best version of Dragon Age that had come out with it. So may even been a release title. Not 100% on that, but it's pretty darn close.
It's a good game.
And so it was like, oh, okay, I want to play this. Anyways,
That was
so
the next one.
Well, actually, it's Clyde's.
and there's 6 more
Swallow
in
it,
the
Tom.
fridge. So
Swallow,
I legit
swallow.
to be fridge, so we're in good shape. So anyways, I completely missed the Sony PlayStation 3. And I played the Wii and went through all that and but historically, most people know that have watched the show and are familiar. I'm a gun game guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
I like gun games and I have almost the entire collection of PlayStation 1 and 2 light gun games, and I have several for Nintendo and 7800 and Genesis and right, all of those, right?
Right.
And but I
Right next to the
but I
microphone, no problem.
started to get into PlayStation 3 because I also, as other side obsession, I'm into 3D. And we displayed this at MGC a couple years in a row.
Okay, at the
We've
background
done
video.
3D pinball, which
Yeah.
is very good.
It's popular.
Because Sony, because they also make movies and they supported 3D Net, so they were very invested in 3D technology and putting out good 3D stuff. And so even though the PlayStation or the Xbox 360 could do pretty good 3D, PlayStation did it better, and they had more support for
They
it.
definitely had games that were supporting it.
Yeah, they had a lot more games for it.
Ratchet and Clank was
So
freaking amazing.
once I found that out, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get into the PlayStation 3 for the 3D. Well, then I started learning more about the Move, and I wasn't sold on the Move. I mean, when you first see it, this bulbous thing looks pretty stupid.
It's a dildo.
And
It's a dildo.
yeah, I mean the whole thing
Completely.
does not look like it's really something. And I know they were competing with the Wii
Yeah.
a little bit with this.
Yeah.
And
Flight landing simulator.
I remember, yeah, that's right. That's the only game.
Flight landing simulator was huge.
Back in the day, that would be the extent of a game.
Right, yeah.
It's bringing planes in. But, so, it was like, but, it looked and feel a little bit like a Wii controller. And to be honest, for shooting games, Wii wasn't that good.
No,
we
sucked.
It was pretty inaccurate, and, at least I thought it was. He'd be different.
I didn't get much into the shooting games on the Wii, but
Yeah,
I think what
Big
it
Buck
originally
Hunter
had
was
worked
okay,
good
but
for-
I preferred the standalone Buck Hunter.
Well, and also the cradles that came out for
Yeah, they were ghetto.
they were terrible. They were
Yeah,
horrible.
they're bad.
So what I ended up, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get into the games, because what I learned is a couple things. One, there's a game, a shooting game that is in 3D. So the House of the Dead is in 3D, and it's a shooting game, and I'm like, oh, I gotta check that out. Then I started to discover all these other ones. A lot of the American laser games came out, so the Mad Dog, McCree, and 1 and 2, and a lot of those were released on basically their
I like that game a lot.
Mad Dog McCree.
Yeah, I played
It was
on
really
PC
good.
of all.
right,
Yeah.
and then I found these really great controllers for it.
And that snaps in there quite nicely.
Well, and it
actually.
locks.
Oh, cool.
And both of these buttons are left, the select and
Right, so you
start,
still get access to
and
them.
everything's right there. And I'm like, this is very comfortable.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting to find, a gun. And I've now played through completely I'm famous for screwing up titles, so I'm gonna try not to. The Death Storm Pirates. Death Storm Pirates was interesting enough included on. Okay, so you have Time Crisis, Raging Storm, right? There's a couple versions of this game out there. There are versions that include extra games, and there's versions that just have just this game. The version I got has Time Crisis 4 on it, and the Pirates game. And of course, I get really into the pirate games right away, and so I've been dominating that for several days now, and
Kind of reminds me
maybe
of
a
the
week or two.
kind of
So
reminds me of the game we played in Disney.
the pirate one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty fun. It's pretty fun that way. And I had already had. Now I bought I'd gotten the Cabela's from Ryan, but I couldn't get the
their
Bluetooth to
version
work?
of the gun.
Yeah,
to work with the gun.
Nice.
But with the Move, I'll be able to play
Same art
that
style,
game
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
so
same
I'll
art
be able
style,
to play
yeah.
the
Yeah, it
Cabela's
seemed like
hunting
you could play
games.
either.
Yeah, so now now some of the games though require the back move. You know the what was called the nunchuck in
Right.
in
Yeah.
Wii World. I think it's just
It's a secondary controller.
the secondary controller. I'm waiting for that to come in. Got one on eBay pretty cheap, so that'll be coming in, and then I can play Time Crisis and that. So.
You should probably have this game at MGC. Just looking at it. It looks
Yeah,
like
this
fun
would
as
not
hell.
be a bad one for
Yeah.
MGC.
Oh, the pirate one?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
We have ideas.
I
Looks
know.
good.
I'm just gonna put it out there. That one doesn't look too
It
bad
looks
either.
really good.
It's fun.
That one, I can see that one on a large screen actually.
It's fun. Well, that's my next test. My next test.
how it works
Okay,
with
so
large
I've been
screen?
just doing this. I've been playing on a
Yeah.
regular screen, but I bought an HDMI, a 25-foot HDMI cable,
Yeah.
so that I could set the PlayStation 3 and the eye kind of close to. So I have a screen, a big screen, with a projector. So and it's
Yeah,
like a 12-foot
Yeah,
screen or
that's
whatever.
pretty good. That'd be
So I'm
good
gonna
shit,
experiment with it, whether or not I can get this to work on that big a screen.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
and this again, if we get House of the Dead overkill. Yeah, House
Yeah.
of the Dead overkill in this.
Well, now House of the Dead Overkill's the one that has 3D support.
Yeah, but we can use the same projector for both.
Right. So we could
Yeah,
do
that's
the
got-
projector.
that's got-
Well, we can maybe feature one game one day,
Yeah,
one day
exactly.
the next.
Exactly.
Or when because the shutter
Run out of charge.
run out of charge
Then switch over
sometimes,
this and
and
let them
switch
charge
over.
back
Yeah, let them charge over.
That's got
yeah.
potential,
idea.
man. That's
Wait,
got
Yeah,
potential.
so
This game looks
Is
good.
House
I'm
of
probably
the
gonna.
Dead the one that swears a lot?
I gotta spell.
Oh yeah.
it is one
So
that swears
It is
a lot.
not for
That's not
Sunday.
for
It's
family
not
day.
for Sunday.
Not for Sunday.
There we go.
The Pirates game could be. I mean, it's it's
Arr,
animated
shiver
violence.
me timbers.
It's animated violence and that, but did manage to get to the end character, defeated the end character, and then he did the classic end character revival.
That's right. I get to just run away anyways. What the fuck do you mean? I killed you.
I know.
Hey,
You're
Dad.
dead.
What the hell?
And I'm gonna grow a rocket launcher. God damn it. That needs to quit.
So my big discovery was going back and discovering the PlayStation 3.
Wow, the whole thing.
That is a good one, Doug.
Which I don't have a picture of, but I do have a picture of this game. Which
Which, you know what I'm happy about too, is that
I bothered to put out that effort. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate that.
I appreciate that. So that there's still support for it. So like if you're if you're part of the Plus,
Yeah,
you can still get PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
3 games free
they're
every month.
they're so much better than Xbox.
They are as far, and that goes
But
back to
you
even
want to see
that.
what the irony is? The irony is the reason I fell in love with the Xbox 360 is because of the Gold Network. Their Gold.
Yeah.
It was so much better at the time.
At
And
the
it had
time.
it had so many games that I couldn't believe they were a game. Like like one of the first ones I downloaded was Speedball 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, my God, I can't believe this is available, you know. So it was like, so that's how they hooked me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It
And
definitely improved. I mean, over time, the Xbox One version of it.
now there's maybe a bit of a flip, you know, or maybe you know,
Yeah, I think-
actually.
I look at what PlayStation's getting, and I still think they're way better, but it's not bad. I mean,
Wait.
before it was an insult. Xbox One was an insult.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, when on the 360,
Oh yeah, it was different. Yeah.
it was like, oh man, all the sweet games are you know coming
Hence
out
the
on the
PS4's
360.
success, I'm guessing.
But now it's almost like it flipped, you know. And now I kind of want a PlayStation 4 because I'm looking at when I'm looking to download my PlayStation 3 game, I'm looking at the PlayStation 4 game, going, oh man, that would be cool.
I kind of want to switch back, but I'm not gonna.
Can I give you a? You were saying 3D on the PS3. To go back to the 3D thing.
Yeah.
So the pinball game.
Oh yeah,
Pinball Effects 3, they dropped 3D.
right. Well,
So
we
I
just
just
played
read-
those at
Yeah,
MGC
so
a couple years.
So like you can still have both pinball effects or whatever they're called, but if you want to play the 3D ones, you have to stay in the old game. Which I'm thinking the new tables probably wouldn't be 3D anymore.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Oh,
'cause-
really?
And they added some really neat features on the new one. Dan was telling me about it. But it's
Wow.
like the 3D support is
Gone. Yeah.
It is gone. It's all
Well, that's the
on
problem
4K.
is because the TVs have all got right. 3D TVs
Yeah,
have fallen out of favor
and,
again.
and Sony was sort of the, you know, last stand.
Yeah.
As far as people who were actively supporting it, you know, I mean, they were.
Yeah, it's gone to VR. I mean, it's probably not going to come back from that.
No, I think it will again. I think 3D is going to make another resurgence because it's going. What'll happen is the glasses is 3D, which we already know they can do. They just can't do it cheap enough on the big screens.
Yeah.
So once that comes out, once you get big screens like they have on the DS, full size screens like that 3D,
I mean-
it'll come out look that way.
The 3DS has. Yeah, it's a little bit different. I love the 3DS, by the way.
And the
I'm
3D
in love
is
with it
quite,
right
and the
now.
3D is quite good.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
Especially on the bigger ones.
Imagine a
So-
full size screen like that.
Yeah, it'd be cool, but you know, here's the thing: VR, I turn around and I can see behind me.
I know.
It's gonna be hard. I don't think I'd ever go back from that. I don't think VR
Yeah,
will be
no.
anything ever but
Not necessarily
just
for
a
gaming,
genre. But
Yeah, no, I agree with you that, like.
it's still way better than 3D. I mean, just regular 3D.
Well, it's not better. It's just more of
Well, I mean,
because it's 3D in all dimensions.
right, and all around you. I mean, it's hard to beat
Yeah.
that versus just
Yeah,
regular
I mean,
3D
and that's
TV
what
that
it's
you gotta look
doing.
at.
But it is really just 3D. So it's not like people say, "Oh, 3D's dead." It's not really. It's not really dead.
Well,
it just changed mediums, you know.
3D
Because it
can't-
is 3D.
but now
3D
3D
doesn't monitor
movies-
where your head is. So, you know, VR surrounds you. And
In
that
3D.
That is a big thing. Right, in 3D.
in
but
3D.
It's the next generation of
Okay,
3D. It's kind of like...
I will define 3D as if your input of one eye is different than the other, and you're putting it together in one image. You are.
Well, yeah, if
seeing
you
in
define
3D.
it that way, it's fine, but I'm talking
And
about
so what
classical
I'm saying
3D.
is, you start looking around, like you start going like this. You're seeing 3D all the way around
Right.
you, which is an advantage for VR, but it's just 3D sort of to the next logical step.
Right. Well, yeah, it's the next generation of 3D. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is classical 3D is going to have a hard time surviving versus something like that. I watched, was it the it was like an Iron Giant ripoff in VR.
So like a whole movie.
No, it was just a short, but it was amazing. I
Well,
mean,
that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like basically, like so maybe it was a.
that's where it's
Saturday
gonna
or
go. Yeah.
But yeah, like imagine a whole movie in VR. That would be
I was about to say, well, you know, like the Atari joystick's never gonna come back, but come to find out,
It does. No, yeah, it did.
come to find out, Atari, you effers. Actually, that's not the worst idea. If they can, I'm gonna turn that into another topic one of these days. We'll get back to the new
Worst
Atari.
Atari ideas?
No, the new
I feel
Atari.
like we've done that.
Actually, considering their history with multiple buttons, okay, they probably did make a good decision there to go with one button. They don't seem to be able to do it correctly. So yeah, but if they can make simple games that work, I'm okay with it. You know, not a problem. I'm okay with simple games.
All right.
2 buttons would be
All right,
nice.
Watching this video, I kind of want to go home and play.
It
looked really-
I'm saying.
I know, it made me really want to play it.
I'm going to get it on my system. You know, I've got to move on mine. I don't think
Yeah.
done yet. But looking at this game, I'm
Well,
thinking,
this is well, and here's a maybe I don't want to drive things up here, but an insider tip maybe. I think PlayStation 3's in that sweet spot
Where you get everything cheap.
where there's a lot of like available stuff pretty cheap
Yeah.
for it
Yeah.
because it's not quite collector yet.
Right.
I mean, it's not.
It's
new.
last generation.
It's like yeah. I mean, it's in that sweet spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I bought this gun and it also has another gun which is
Yeah.
more of a rifle, and the rifle has a cradle for both controllers, and that one will make sense. That one will make sense when I need both controllers,
Right.
right?
And this controller is the easier one to find. The secondary one, I don't think people bought as many of those.
Yeah,
Probably not.
I-
The good
I
news
have-
Those are a little
The
bit-
good news is I've already got the secondary.
Yeah.
yeah, but you know, so it's like I got a dual pack,
Yeah.
you know,
The one that came with both the regular and the
with
secondary.
this one and the second one.
Right, and the,
It was-
and the
it was
secondary
like
one doesn't have
20
motion
bucks.
control on it. It just
You know,
basically
it
is.
was $20 for just
That was a good
for
deal.
the plastic though.
Yeah.
Now for the whole Move, now they had an Amazon deal.
Yeah.
It was the Move controller, the Eye, and the standard sort of sports game. I
Mhm.
forget what they call it, their sports game, and that was $20. So the Eye, the Move, and the game
Oh, you got
was
all,
$20
like,
bucks.
the original kit.
That's
The
a
original
freaking steal.
kit.
Yeah.
That's
It was
a freaking
$20 bucks
steal.
on Amazon.
I
And
think I
they-
have one laying around somewhere.
Well, you should get a gun for it.
This too, I think, is also they're still using this with the P.
Well, and
They are,
this
though,
is
too.
interesting. Yes,
I don't think they changed the hardware
and then
very
this
much for the PlayStation VR.
this sometimes
For
it's
the
kind of
or
hard,
the controller.
right? So when I first kind of started looking at
There's a
this,
topic in
is
this.
the Move? I'm like asking about it. The Move itself might be hard to find cheap because it works with the VR headset
It's
for
insane,
the
yeah.
PlayStation 4.
But before that came out, you could go to the resale shops and those would just be sitting in the junk bins because
Yeah, nobody wanted them.
yeah, people tried it and they
Yeah, it's okay, but nothing spectacular. Yeah. The reason I ended up with it because I was experimenting with them for the 4VR, and because the early the DK2, DK1s didn't have any way to do motion tracking. So the way
Yeah.
you did it was with like the Razer Hydra or the Move. You could interface those over. They were kludgy, but you could do it. So, all right, Rob, you get to finish this mess up.
All right. I'm going to talk about where the heck is it? I'm going to talk about cheat
Your
golf.
severe drinking problem?
Yeah. It's only mild. It's getting more severe over time. It has grown. All right, but
Well, I'll drink to that.
we're going to talk about a game called Cheap Golf. And Cheap Golf harkens back to the days of yesteryear and the Atari golf game, which, you know, in retrospect,
It's not terrible.
is really quite good. And in retrospect, the Cheap Golf video totally does not work. That's kind of
Oh no.
What the
I'm
heck
so
happened?
looking forward to seeing it.
What?
Oh, here's the problem.
No.
I found it.
User error.
Kinda sorta. Kinda sorta. There we go. We got some cheap golf. Anyway, it harkens back to the days of yesteryear at Atari. It's by Pixel Jam, who is a company I like quite a bit. They've done. They make very simple games that are just really well designed. I think a while back we talked about Potato Man Seeks the Truth, which is one of those classic Pixel Jam games, which was a side-scrolling platformer, and it was well done. But anyway, they do a lot of games that they're kind of hard, but they're very simple. They're difficult but simple to play. You know what I mean? You've got to actually just learn how to work with the
You know
mechanics
what?
as opposed to having a whole bunch of buttons to
You know,
press.
we were talking about, and you know, just because I want to bring it up, that like Tapper is like that, where
Yeah.
there is not a lot of complexness to controls or anything, but it's a hell of a fun game.
Right, exactly. It's just fun to mess around with.
So, and the challenge is not in learning the controllers.
No, it definitely is not. It's very basic, but great to try out. I mean, it's just basically you pull back and you try and hit the ball into the cup. Very simple graphics, but humorous, very often humorous, and sometimes frustrating as hell. I very seldom have wanted to throw the mouse as much as I wanted to at this game.
Simplicity does not equal simple to succeed.
Oh, and by the way, Heather, that beer that you guys got was amazing. Just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
And there's no.
There's 6 more in there.
Yeah,
but,
only because Larry's already drank 3 of them.
well, but I knew there was more. And you know, if you guys want to run.
You got to get your lazy asses up and get continue on.
You know, along with that same concept I was talking about. So I picked up the CamCon bowling at that auction, and there was a lot of other bowling games out there, but a lot of the other ones have a sort of complex mechanism where you got to like go forward and then go back, and you know, to like throw the ball.
Yeah.
This one is just straightforward, just go, you know. But it's still like probably most people average 120 or something, you know, which is okay. You know what I mean? But it's not great, right? And so it's still challenging, even though it's very simple. You don't have to complex it to make it challenging.
No, that's it.
No, definitely not. I mean, it's definitely yeah. It's not a requirement to. It just has to be enjoyable to play. I mean, I think a lot of people have, or a lot of developers have gone into this super complex, super deep thing. But if you can make something that's challenging yet simple, people really like that too. You know, obviously the iPad, the height of the iPad, not that it's really old.
Yeah,
but,
according to the commercial, we've all broken up with iPad.
Yeah,
now,
it's all done. But
No, the iPhone, not the iPad. But
yeah,
yeah,
I can understand breaking up with the iPhone.
yeah.
But you know, those simple kind of games can be very enjoyable, and this is just another example of it.
Noob!
Well done,
Get in the
noob!
box.
Noob's in the house.
And it's only like $3. I mean, the game is literally $3. I kickstarted it for like $1. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
And it's giving me hours of enjoyment. So, although I'm still angry at it.
Why are you angry at it? Because it's so challenging?
Yeah, it has some levels that are hard as just
Really?
hell.
You know, that's kind of I.
Now that I talked about it, I will probably be playing it tonight. I will probably be swearing at it.
No, I kind of like that though with a game that you don't expect it from. You know, you think, oh, it's just gonna be something I just putz around with. And I was like, oh fuck, this thing's hard. Jesus fucking no!
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, even though Pixel Jam never gave me their Potato Man stickers that they owe me. By the way, Pixel Jam, if you're watching,
You owe him.
those damn. I've contacted you like 3 times.
Send the damn stickers, or we're gonna come and find you.
That's it. And
You
drink
really,
at your house.
right? You really don't want us showing up at your house to drink.
Yeah, we're not gonna do any violence. No,
No,
we're just
no,
gonna
come
sit
and
there and
drink.
drink by you. Yeah,
Just sit on the porch.
make a big mess.
Say hi to your neighbors. Hey!
Guys.
How you doing, sexy?
Sons of guns. So I still love their their games, and it, you know, yeah, I think it does go down to that it's simple yet challenging.
It's nice that you can enjoy their work despite their lack of follow through.
Yeah. What's worse is
I love stickers.
it was from what's like a while ago. We did like one of those indie houses that was doing like their own shop. I'm trying to remember, I bought one of their games through that, and you're supposed to get stickers if you paid past a certain amount. So I like said, $10, I'm getting myself some Potato Man stickers, and Never saw. So this just became like a Potato Man sticker rant.
Obsession. Obsession.
It's really what it became.
It's obsession, yeah.
That's
I want
fine.
to stickers.
Hey, tell us about
$2.
Potato Man, as long as you're on it. What the
I
hell's
talked about it
Potato
several
Man?
times. Yeah, it's like world's most cheaty, difficult platformer. It's a real basic. Again, it's it's typical Pixel Jam. It's basic. It is one of those games where once you know the patterns to things, you can definitely get past them the next time. But it will cheat. It will have like something. It cheats. It's not a game that like the first time through you're ever gonna make it because you can't know what's gonna happen. Like you'll jump over like 3 cactuses, right?
Yeah.
And then like the 4th one jumps with you. Son of a bitch. But it is hilarious at the same time. So the whole time you're kind of laughing at yourself, like, oh, you sons of bitches. It's cheap, but it's having fun with being cheap, It comes up with the idea. So that's it.
All right, so.
That's all she wrote. But $3, for God's sake, on Steam.
Damn. Yeah, I'm out of curiosity.
Easily
How much
worth
is
it.
the Gauntlet one running nowadays?
Like a buck.
Really? No. It could be
You
$3.
can definitely
I mean,
get
it's been
off
out for 3
I
years.
thought it was still in that $20,
Oh, no, it's
but
still-
it often
it's-
goes for the. It often goes on sale.
Yeah, no, it is. It's still $19.99.
Get it off a bundle site. You can
Yeah.
get it like
Yeah.
You can get it. You can get it cheap, but standard price is still $20.
I think we were getting it for like $5 that night.
Yeah, it was $5 that night. We
Yeah,
got it, dude.
we're all-
I'll just
It's $5. I'm buying it now.
Yeah, in fact, I was kind of mad about it because I bought it like the day it came out.
I did too. I know. I was like,
Yeah, we only paid
I
$5.
released it and I got like $5 off, and it's like everybody's getting it for $5. I think I paid like 10. I was pissed.
my original was on PlayStation 4. It was the PlayStation Plus month game, and I had a couple people over. Is going back to that game. We would just sat there and play like, let's just keep going. Eventually, and before we know it, was almost like 2 hours had gone by. I'm like, we still haven't beat the game.
Do you have
Yeah.
every gen system?
Should I answer that?
For what?
I'm just curious.
There's a few missing here and there.
Yeah.
For
Because
which,
I know I've taught you. You talked
Which
about
gen?
the Switch, and you've talked about you.
I'm missing some in the Sega.
Oh,
realm.
okay.
You
All right.
I
can't
got-
be missing too many, dude.
I've got all the Sega.
Yeah, the only thing I don't have currently,
Master
generation-wise,
System. I don't have a Master
I don't
Really?
have the. I still have not gotten the new Xbox or the new PS4. So
I'm missing the
I usually wait a little
Nintendo
bit.
So you have a Switch?
Wii U. I
No,
used to
you
have
have
a
Wii
Wii
U.
U.
All-
but
you're
you had
missing
one.
all
I have
current.
all the
Yeah.
current. I have everything
Like all of us.
backwards, but none of the current.
Yeah, I got the whole Sega.
So
Yeah,
I
you-
don't
you
have
have
a Wii
everything.
U.
You're not
but
missing any of
the Switch kind
anyone
of
right now,
fills
are
in
you?
that gap, I think.
Yeah, I don't have the Wii U.
But the Switch is
Yeah.
filling in that gap.
Oh, that's true. The Wii U.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't have a Wii U either.
Because pretty much everything that came out Wii U is starting to trickle into the Switch.
And I've been going like American, Japanese lines too. I've been getting kind of sick. Because now like I have like the Famicom and the NES, which are the same. And then I got an adapter so I can go between them. So what the hell am I doing exactly? And then I have a million Famiclones and
So in this episode of
Anyway.
Discover, we've discovered that Rob has no idea what he's doing with his collection.
I really have no direction whatsoever. My direction is, if it's cancerous, I probably will buy it.
Yeah.
If you have a console and it causes
His hands
cancer,
glow in the dark when he's done playing them. All right, Rob, why don't you take us out?
all right. And on
Yeah.
cancer, I would like to end this episode of Guys, Games, and Beer. You can check us out at www.guysgamesandbeer.net. You can also check us out on Facebook, www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer, where we post stuff pretty regularly. And on Twitter, @guysgamesbeer, where we give away games.
In fact, we'll give away a game tomorrow. Yeah, we've been giving away a ton of games.
Exciting.
If you
I
guys
gotta
have
go
not,
look for a copy of
have you
Potato
not
Man.
have
We've got to
followed
give
us-
away Potato Man.
That's a good call. If you have not followed us on Twitter, you need to follow us on Twitter. We give away games every week. Sometimes we give away a couple. Just follow us on Twitter. You'll get free games.
Sometimes
So-
it's something good. Sometimes
quick.
something-
Now that being said, grab them right away because everybody retweets when we do that, and man,
It's
they hit,
over.
yeah, and they go quick. So you need to be watching that feed when we say we're going to give away a game.
Quick side point. So since you want that cancerous glow in the dark system, was your hero Chevy Chase in Modern Problems?
Achoo!
Might have been.
Obscure reference.
That was a very obscure reference. The fact
What's
I knew
that,
it
HBO?
makes it even worse.
Well, you have survived another glorious week of Guys, Games, and Beer. Remember, we are just weeks away from Brown Liquor Christmas, which is, it's shaping up to be a several-hour spectacular, and like to the depths and
We plan to
of
have
the morning.
Uber drivers on standby.
Yes,
to
yes.
get people home. So that's
Yeah, if
I've
you
got a
think-
couple things already sitting at the house.
For Brown Liquor Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, so if
I
you
got new deep dive whiskey. So
if you enjoy the Breakfast Club, Brown Liquor Christmas is something to me. And I'm hoping to God we can just get the nukes out. You know, that's
Slide
all I
I
want.
was literally just talking.
All I want for
I was
Christmas
just
is nukes.
Noobs.
it's a slide.
So that's it, man. You gotta
Yeah.
be here for
And
Brown
a slide
Liquor
whistle.
Christmas. Oh, and bring a slide whistle when you come.
True story, and Mini Noob.
Oh yeah, and bring Mini Noob.
That little fucker's creepy.
Yeah, I know.
I like him.
Oh.
Yeah, so bring Mini Noob as well.
Yep.
Slide whistle and Mini Noob.
We will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.